Welcome back, Rislin. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tyrol aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. What do you mean don't get so scammed from the charlatans? I'll tell you who my favorite character in this is. Galul Jar Jar. No, actually it's not. I don't know if I have a favorite new character. Probably Quona. That I like him a lot, and I actually feel like the expansion should have been the main character. You'll see why. Shaka gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. Well, the only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaners Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tyrol. There'll be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. We're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tyrol, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliolal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession, and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphinaud and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tyrol, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Prial? Yes. As far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives. Nothing to explain the errand which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. She may be, but I love her. I'm sure there will be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is this children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Well, I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. That's what they tell me. Right then. If all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Here we go. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. I don't think so. I have groceries that are going to be delivered.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need? And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Cattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Wuk Lamat.
Yeah, whatever. I just want adventures. Yeah, they're happy to see her go. That's why they're waving.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now. and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own. Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Whatever, nobody's seasick. Just you wait. Just you wait. Plus, I've been on plenty of boats. Oh, this will be your first visit to Tural. Fontaines the name. I was working at Estame's Aesthetics in Ulda, you see, but my employment with them, came to an end. That's why I visited Charlie in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. I see you in Eorzea before. You great and famous hero. Gah! I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warmen are fallen, so we head home to click our wounds. Okay. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Kettenram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural almost 80 years ago. The Mamulja's leader is said to have welcomed Kettenram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendships. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Kettenram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Self-assured trader. It's a kraken! Now, an adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ulda. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. This is your first crossing the Salt. As they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hestaro, the Hrothgar, the Jabral. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Do you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Wuk Lamat being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamulja bloke is telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Yeah, I wouldn't be too keen either, but, you know, here we are. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clan names. We should have Wuk Lamat and Arendelle teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Viera live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Where are the teeth of a girl, lads? Reef that sail for the last snaps!
It's not a kraken.
Oh dear.
Only Elves on watch! This wind's too strong to take in his... Ah! I'm going off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
What do you mean glowing cheek?
What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Yeah. That's because I'm the warrior of light.
Wuk Lamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent.
How come there are no
and we had
cats?
yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Why are they food birds? Come on. It's not even that cold out, but it's only 45 degrees. But I feel like I need my Snuggie. I should go. Oh my god.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway.
Yeah, 45 degrees.
If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Oh.
Then I better not let you down.
Hold on, Jen. Let me get this. Oh.
Easy, stomach. Easy.
Oh my god, Wuk. Come on. You're supposed to be the next ruler.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Thank you, Jim. Jim. I just called you Jim. Jin, but no, I'm not refunding. And stop throwing tables. And we all got a nod. He is a buddy boy. He is a buddy boy. Coffees! I'm drinking coffees! What do you think I'm drinking? It's 1:42.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Yeah, but my stomach hasn't been good today, so I don't think any alcohols would be
Look,
good
my
for it
friends.
now.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
That's seasick. And no, I will not I will not shoot Erenville, but I would shoot Wuk Lamat. The cat girl. Well, she's really not a cat girl. The lion girl? Cat girls are cute. I don't know why. Probably the animations. Whatever. I don't loot. Unless it's off corpses.
gods. I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
They're chicken peoples? What are you talking about? Those are lizard peoples.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
Yes, I am suggesting that.
Anyway, first things first.
How would Jin even know what lizards taste like? Have you eaten a lizard, Jin?
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Time to dance. Okay, I'm done. What? You don't like my dancing? Come on, that was some good dancing. Oh, look! Somebody's got to wind up Alpha. Aw, he cute! Look at that, Alpha. If only I would do... if only I would do the Omega quest line. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna go get my blanket. Just because I want to feel comfy. Why? I'm going to do Omega. But I can't do it because I'm doing Dawntrail right now. I think you can only do one New Game Plus at a time. Alright. Got my blankie. Well, despite the storm's effects to the contrary, here we are. Safe and sound. You have arrived in Tuliolal. You can return to the city at any time. Yeah. Right then. First things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! You're wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers. Wuk Lamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to, command a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. Did have a point. Wuk Lamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station, when surrounded by this many outsiders, is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean, technically? I suggest we move in 2 groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me, then? Listen, you and Prowl can come with me. I'll take the twins, then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. The voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. No! I want to go with Aaronville. Perhaps we should wait a bit. At least until Wuk Lamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. No. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself, with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Aaronville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yaktural, the southern landmass. Clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's go. Okay. What? This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliolo's largest market. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares goes directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right. I should mention that here in Tuliolal, we buy things with Pel, currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also... oh my god, these names. Wachu Meki Meki. I think. Wachu Meki Meki, another market to the east of here. But that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards, up to the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Yeah, Wachu Meki Meki. I don't know what the heck these names are. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me! You have Aetherites in Tuliolo? I think I told you before, but my brother, Kwana, spent 3 years studying in Charlian. Fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. But warmed to the idea at once. We had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Shak Taral. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. Oh, we're getting some smooth jazz now. There's a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. No, what are you talking about? Where are you even going? I should have just taken the I have all of the Aetherites. Whatever. My stomach doesn't feel great right now. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. Soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolal and preserving the peace. The Lance Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally, Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoralja took over as commander. The title is no longer empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn service and martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. I'll let no one else say, well, should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. I am not seasick. It's just, you know, my stomach issues. Ugh! Stomach issues suck, you guys. They do. Don't get old. isn't it? On either side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yakui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents, Yaktural and the southern lands of the Mother. Yaktural are the southern lands of the Mother, and Jaktural, the northern lands of the Father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long and long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar-sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Heidelin and Zodiark. But getting back to Jaktural, those lands are also part of the Tuliolo nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Jaktural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the right of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawnservant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolo is unlike any other place I've visited. Thoroughly enjoying it myself. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Tuliolo certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. How we get by? Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and continue on. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so to speak. Oh wait, so speak up if you want. I don't know. I don't know why I can't. Yes, there are giants. So speak up if you want to see something that interests you as we walk. Wuk Lamat. Oh yeah. I gotta enunciate. And I haven't even been drinking. Though, like I said, my belly hasn't been feeling good. We will see the giants, yes. There's also gobbies, but they call them something else. Moblins or something? I don't know. But they're basically gobbies. But not as good as Round Rocks. I know I shouldn't, but I'm drinking the rest of this cup. And ain't nothing you can do about that. It's almost gone anyways. I hope you aren't too tired. Tuliolo still has plenty of sights to see. I was trying to talk to Crow. Get up off of her. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. Huh. This was originally the site of a Yakui temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Jaktural to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yakui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolo. The find these sets of stairs out here, all the way up. Maybe I'll make myself a tea in a minute. Because I gotta go to the bathroom. Just don't feel great. I mean, I'm feeling all good enough to be able to stream. I just... I can't explain it. Yes, Magix, it's part of my abilities. Hold on. I gotta get the list up here. Let's see. Dawntrail MSQ. There we go. Quests. Where are we going here? Dawntrail. Here we go. So we're only on a city of stairs. That's not bad. And we have to decide if we want to go to Kuzamaoka. I can't remember these names. Or Ukapacha. Trying to say these names are the worst. Oh man. It's not cheating, stop it. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yaktaral clans. Mamulja, Jabral, Pelu, Moblin, Hanu. We also have the Tonawata, Pestaru, and Shitona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Yaktaral. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Taral. A true representation of Tuliolo's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. Glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. I'm not even trying to do a Wuk Lamat accent. I don't even know what accent she's doing. It's something made up. So I'll just make up my own stuffs. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you only find balloons in Tuliolal. Really? I'm pretty sure the, one of the beast tribes uses them. We have them for the exact same reason as the Etherites. Kuana brought back the plans from Charlian. Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was about 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. Now that's enough about dirigibles. Arch of the Dawn awaits. I'm selling stuffs. Oh, look, alpacas. Yeah, I know. I had to steal a bunch of gil off of my other classes. Or on my other retainers too, because I'm trying to get all of my professions leveled up, like all the high level stuff, and then like all materia up. I don't think I can pentameld these things for some reason, but check out my gatherers, man. I'm all fully pentamelded on these bad boys. Look at that pentamelding. It's great. Cost me a freaking small fortune though. All right. Pentameld. Okay, so here's the thing. I gotta explain it. When you are a when you have gear, there are usually materia slots. One or two. More depending on if it's like a really rare or high quality item. But when you use crafted gear, not stuff that you get from vendors or whatever. When you use crafted gear, you can attach additional materia on it, even if you've used all the slots, up to 5 materia, right? But each materia you try to attach afterwards only has a small percentage chance that keeps getting less and less of actually taking. And if it doesn't take, it gets destroyed. And, like, here, let me see if I can show you. So, look, if I go to meld, I don't have any materia on me. Let's see. So, look, see? Here it says 0% over, but, like, if it was a lower level one or something, I don't know the exact calculation, but sometimes it'll show, like, 10% chance. So I can keep trying to affix and I only have a 10% chance of it actually accepting. And all the ones that don't, poof, gone into the ether. And they're expensive. Probably, yeah, probably like thousands of gil. Thousands. Yeah, it is kind of like gamblings. But then I'm all, at least for my gatherers, look at this, man. I'm fully pent and melded up. Yeah, because I like to gather a lot and just sell stuff. That's how I make all my gil. Or most of my gil. Alright, anyways, enough of that. I've explained. We'll go more into that stuff when I do my my house stream, where we get to start decorating the house, because I'm close to that. Alright. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Dawntrail Landgate. When Papa founded Tuliolal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Oaka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Oaka. The name set alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryle. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. They probably did. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolal, then look no further. These stone pillars mean? Sorry, BB10. Sorry, I just had it. I just had to let it go. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations. But if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Oh boy, the following event cannot be skipped. Yes, let's do it. I hope I don't have to do voice acting for all of it, though. And I gotta do the voice acting. Pictures? Wait, no. These are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right! It follows the exploits of my father, Galul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyola Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn about how Tuliyola came to be. Study them as long as you like. But we can't read your language. Boy. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket... something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenrem? Ah, that's the one. Ketenrem's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not blood. But no one knows what became of the explorers in later years. Ketenrem's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, and then it's assumed he was lost at sea. No, it's not ketamine. Stop it. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in their village in Kozama Uka. Ah, the people Alphino almost mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. This one recounts the Lay of Ripast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is that of the Jabral, like me. For decades, the Jabral and Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end the conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyola. There is a clan of Hrothgar and Bosha known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Jabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. You don't know, you remember the Hanu Hanu. They're the Birdmen. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozama Uka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yeah, there's Vanu Vanu in the Sea of Clouds and the Hanu Hanu in Kozama Uka. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu, whose homelands is in Ukapacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee Tuliolo's markets. Their traveling peddlers are a common sight, no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Oh, this one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral of Valley Garmanda. I should explain. The Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. To never described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmonda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkapacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valley Garmonda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Tuliyolal's national emblem and adorning the banners of the palace. Ugh, why isn't this all voice acted? Ah, the lay of proof. That big fellow was the Yakui, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yaktural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Yaktural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkapacha. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set a foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on the mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Yes, we are going to battle the Vidral, the Valley Garmonda, but how and why it escapes, you'll have to wait and see. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a plague pillar for the next chapter of Tuliyolal's history, whatever that might be. Oh yeah, you know it's gonna be your ascendancy to the throne. Had your fill of history then? Yeah, thank you. I'm done. I gotta get out of here. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. Now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. We better be getting tacos. I like the sound of that. We better be getting some type of tacos. Or a burrito. I'll take a burrito. Maybe a flauta with some mole sauce and a little bit of sour cream. Some guac. Oh yes, we need some guac. Ew, no. We need some roje. What is it? Roje? Roja? Red sauce. Red sauce. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliolal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Crunchy shell? What? This is not authentic. It needs to be a soft corn tortilla shell. Crunchy? Come on! Look. How dare you? A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Jabalium Tea Best. I need one right in front of me, right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brookweevil. Listen, if you're eating tacos from Taco Bell with hard shells, it's just not real tacos. That's just like Americanized tacos. That's like fake tacos. You need to have a soft corn shell that has been grilled or you know, cooked over a fire. It's not Brookweevil. It's Brookweevil.
Brookweevil! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
I promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh! Ah!
If it isn't the third promise.
Pretty much El Dorado, yes.
What the?
Kinda.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuk Lamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
There's a
Was there
babulsha.
something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No,
It'll be explained.
just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
I could. You guys got any tequila here?
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuk Lamat know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Speaking of tacos, which isn't really tacos, I'm just gonna make nachos tomorrow. I'm gonna make a pot of homemade refried beans. Ugh! So looking forward to it. It's gonna be good. Alright. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I like Bakul Jar Jar. I like them. No fartings! What are you talking about? If you eat enough beans, your stomach becomes the flora in the microcosm or whatever. It helps you to digest them better, and you don't get the fartings. It's science. It's biology. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliolo cuisine. We should hurry and join Alphino and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, or even the eastern side of Talonmarch if you prefer. Now that you have an idea how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volokshunsa. My poor upped belly. Where do I gotta go? I ain't running up there. Is my phone keep going off? What is this now? Oh, that's right. I ordered groceries from Instacart. Because I'm not feeling well today, so I'm not going shopping. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. Still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Oh boy, several cutscenes. Fine. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. The unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly curls. I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then, it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what he might be in for. But wait, what we might be in for. You know what I think, Baby 10? You need to eat more beans. You need to eat a lot more beans. They're healthy for you, you know. What the fuck is Instinian doing here? Fuck's sake.
When did he get here?
More to the point, why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunpurge to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi. A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamatee's recruited allies. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once. Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Why do you think Erenville is sus? He's fine. He's just cranky. He's actually a lot like Chusbin, not gonna lie. Chusbin's always been cranky. See, my bubbliness helps offset his crankiness, so it all works out. I mean, I don't think I'm that bubbly.
The
Cheerful?
claimants are assemble. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Wuk Lamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakum Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyollal is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest, but the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Dawntrail.
I'm not restarting.
And find the City of Gold.
Ooh, we're going to, what did you say it was again? BB-10? El Dorado. El Dorado.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Are you for us proof my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions.
Shoot who?
And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I need to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place.
No, he's a good guy.
Bring them.
That's her daddy-o. Stop it, he's not bad. Who this? Oh. And also, Catboy is not weird and sus. Although, maybe a little bit. But look it, Quana, I like him a lot. He's actually the best of the new characters, I think, that they introduced.
Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
You're not a husbando, stop it.
Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Yeah, he's not. Those aren't even wings. I think it's like decoration.
You are one of Lamat's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
There was a lot of tongue flaps for just an ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
Really?
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
Poor Cryle. Why won't people just help her?
Thank you for hearing my petition.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Who is a silent, insolent child? Don't make me smack you. I'm trying to let you guys listen to the story. Yes, exactly. Help the Chuda-sized people.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads. Oh. Shit.
So you are committed to your path.
3:11 is the estimated delivery time. I told you, the stupid thing just keeps going and going and going. Alright, hopefully we can finish this scene by a 3:11.
I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilion son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Saralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Saralja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Saralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Saralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman. A gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuk Lamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Saralja, the warmonger.
Cryon, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Saralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always.
That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation.
311.
As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuk Lamat actually get along rather well.
Okay.
They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
No, only two.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants.
And a case of beer for husband.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Well said, brother.
Bakul Jaja is so cool.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go home.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Nobody's left for Wuk Lamat. They all left.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turali way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuk Lamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuk Lamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuk Lamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika.
Sorry. Oh, did I doze off?
Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
She is, you know what? I'm not as old as her. Stop it. Ugh, that was the longest cutscene ever. Hunt train gathering in Ilmeg. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are off and caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliyola saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea! Let's go and take a look. I'm gonna go check my retainers. You guys go look at those tablets. I'm just gonna jump right off of this mountain. Alright, let's go check the retainers. What? I didn't die. Because I'm the warrior of light. You gotta respect that. Where is the, what the heck is it? Helping people out. Yes, I am. Instead of having to buy a whole 99 stack of something, and when they only need like 2 or 3 of them, I put it up in 2 or 3s. And then they're not having to spend all that money. That makes everyone. Wuk Lamat. Tablets, if you would. Of course. Just saying. Everyone has a tablet. Let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest of differences. Oh no, we're playing a spot the difference game. I should be good at this. I play enough of those. Whatever. Unless I'm missing something, the gloves appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said we were to retrace this path he walked in uniting Tyrell's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is laid out in the Tuliyollal saga. All the events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Dawntrail several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they are more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments to making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. That's right. The reservation is under Wuk Lamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go track down the third promise. Once you finish organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Jabalya of Tea, I think. Greetings, visitors to Tuliyollal, and welcome to the Forard Cabins. Whenever you're ready, I will show you to your rooms. Now where am I going? Oh. I guess you want to see the room. Let me go see it. Check it. Oh, man. I'm not lost. Alright, welcome back, madam. Will you be making use of your cabin? Yes, we're tired of the room. Certainly, madam. Stay as long as you wish. I don't know if it's actually gonna have... No, it's not gonna do the whole cutscene. This is my cabin here. I never use it. I don't ever use it. I just go back to Ishgard so I can be close to Sir Emmerich. That's the best way to go about it. Ooh, look at all those stuffs. Yeah. I mean, it's nice and all, but there's no Sir Emmerich, so we're going. What? No, he's not moldy. He's fresh. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he does. Come on. He's totally got a crush. Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Rislin. Where are Erenvel and Wuk Lamat, I wonder? Oh good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villagers thinking to visit. I give you credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently. So I brought these two for you. Or these for you two. Or the two of you. What's this? It is called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, we should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Whatever. Whatever. You know what this expansion needs? It needs betrayals and backstabbings and evil peoples and disagreements. It just needs disagreements. Can somebody just be like, you know what? Fuck Wuk Lamat. I'm just gonna do my own thing. You know, it just needs something. It needs something. Why is everybody so happy and friends? The Tuliolal saga features a number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Akhanu, is located in Kozamaoka. The other, smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkapacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachampilo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurous instinct of yours to work for us, Rislin? Pick our destination. I do wanna just let's see the world burn. No, I need conflict. Conflict! The quest to Urkapacha will become available once we have completed this quest series, beginning with the helpful Hanu. Yeah, let's do this one. So, what it is you'd like to know? The route to Akhanu. You go south through the Arch of the Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozamaoka River, is that right? It is. Be warned, however. My brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homestead. Houses were torn apart, and several people injured if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing, thank you. Oh, I'm already worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by the storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozamauka, we should head over to the Arch. We'll be back to talk to you in a good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Jabali of Tea. It's all been arranged. I'm just butchering all these names. I don't even care. Sorry, approachable Palu. At least I can pronounce Tuliolo. Because you're going to hear that a lot. I'm not unapproachable. I'm the best. Let's see. Where am I going to have my menu now? Aw, my hedgehoglet. I don't know if I want that one. Guido? Nah. Gold Whisker? Yeah. Whatever. Are we all ready to leave? Mm-hmm. Then onward to Kozamauka. Open the way. Oh, my tomato sold. Don't be throwing those tables, Jin! Oh my god. Smack you.
Kozamauka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuk Lamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tuliyola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before.
She go fall into a bog.
Okanu isn't much farther.
I'm with you, Aaronville. I feel your exasperation. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? Good thing she has Aaronville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. No, I am not Wuk Lamat. Do not do that to me. Do not do that to me. I will stop playing right here and right now and turn this car around and go home, BB10. I will take this show home. Can't believe you freaking called me Wuk Lamat. Ah, everyone has arrived, and none the worse for wear, except for a certain third promise who flipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu village I was telling you about, Akanu. It's like our friend said, people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find the Selector. Ahoy, Kylie! Oh, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you've heard it the last time you were here. Oh, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zanuali, welcome you to Akanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rites of succession. So our idea about the electors was correct. We just do as Papa said and retrace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. That's surprisingly prudent of you. What? Think I'm being too cautious? No, I'm impressed is all. You admire and respect your father, who is prone to decisive action. So I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Or never. I do look up to Papa. But you should know that he has a pragmatic side, too. The head of reason is the thinker who takes time to consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that's all there is to him, but there's more to the Dawn servant you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of reason one day. Well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Akanu, then? Do some groundwork before the feat begins. Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Wuk Lamat has the right of it. As Elder Zanuali is a resident of this village, learning more about it can only improve our chances in the feat. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erinville, Alice, and Kryle could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Wuk Lamat, Rizlin, and myself will handle this northern half. Oh man, can't I just go with somebody else? Sounds good to me. Man. Can I just go by myself? You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. This supplies and help the Dawn Servant sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. While roofs and walls can be patched, there's so much else that was lost for good. Poor Hanu. Somebody cracked that egg. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. Ow. Man, it's hard to scratch your back when the blanket you're wearing is like a freaking cloud. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. No, but it feels like a cloud. It is pretty soft. Dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. Where are we? Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. Oh, don't worry, I have another one. I have another one that I can wear while this one's washing. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu, then. Hello, can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way! We have to go hurry over too.
No sign of Zorolja, or that oversized lout.
Oh my god, stop it, Instacart!
How much easier it would be if Zorolja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
You made it after all.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli-Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Ooh, Bakul Jaja the Mighty.
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts.
Best part about this cutscene?
Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Because it comes from a better expansion. Oh man, I miss Heavensward. So good, so good.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The Feat of Reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
Why? What do you have against chameleons? What have chameleons ever done to you, BB10? don't know the first thing about farming. But if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make cool Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We would need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Ironville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. See? Now you're being rude! Majulies? Let's start using that instead of Marble Jazz. It's Majulies. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Give me strength. Let's all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. As Sanuhali had described, the reeds appear wilted and unhealthy. No, there's no aliens in this. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Hopefully Brandy Hild comes back, though. He was my favorite, character. No. There was something that reminded me of Brandy Hild. What was it? Oh, yeah! So remember the UFO ending from Silent Hill 2 Remake? James Sunderland from Remake was basically Brandy Hild. Because he was a clone! And the UFO took him away! A small frog catches your eye, strangely lackadaisical. It doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. The soil in the paddies is as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry or flaky. I would hope not, that's a lot of waters. Fields of golds. Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries. Oh, was that the name of it? I don't know, I gotta buy the soundtrack. I haven't picked it up yet. Well, what did we think? Any obvious problems? I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. Frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival! This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival. Give them a reason to cheer on these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. I don't know about that. I don't know. Can we get Zero back? Is it so strange an idea? I also fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuk Lamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from weeds that looks like a bird. That big building to the north? Let's go and see it. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Whatever. Whatever. I just wanna... I don't know what I want to do. I just want to kill some stuff. We've been playing 3 hours and we haven't killed a single thing. A single thing. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the festival float. You may have... yeah, fine. Well, for one thing, it's missing an eye. That thing's broke. What else is it missing? Yeah, definitely the eye. Oh dear. One of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? What else is missing? What about its butt? Oh yeah, bedraggled feathers. Well, these tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? Oh, what is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. It is a shame it's in such a poor state. Due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With a float in this condition, there will be no lifting of wings. No Ihihana. Ihihana? That's what the festival was called. I'm gonna help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds. Giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. Oh, the role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a bakiksa for the missing eye, oyuipo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Well, 2 of these I know. A bakiksa is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and uyuipo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however. Oh, the winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. And that's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but would expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. It must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in an ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. You know what? You want me to smack you? You know what I'm having tonight? Leftover chili. That was in the freezer that I pulled out and I'm defrosting. And I'm gonna bet you 100 to 1 that I'm not gonna be breaking wind afterwards. I'm not, because I eat enough beans. Pray continue, Alphino. Whatever. I imagine you've already reached the same conclusion, but I believe this boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus? For what? Oh! Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. Know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous events, or effects. Wait! The float a tool of magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. How? How? You people have been doing this for millennia! Oh my god. Really? Beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible! I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I'll accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Akanu to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me! I've worked hard on the hard to fix the float as best I can. The responsibility is mine, after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linuwanu. Nice to meet you, Linuwanu. And certainly, let's all go together. Where are we? The Feet of Reeds. Oy. Ow. Judge the cheatings. Man. Thanks to Wuk Lamat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets. There is something to be said for following one's instincts. Whatevers. Shipwright's name is Wuk XIV. He's a Jabral who only moved to Kozama Uka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. Proper Hanu greeting? Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. We shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Ukbekbeth, to the east of here. Ukbekbeth, whatever. How is it everybody else is walking and they get there before me and I'm flying? It's not fair. This is Ukbekbe, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozama Uka from Tuliolal and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wuk XIV, he lives and works in the House of Waters High, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me and I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. They're not challenging when I just fly.
What do you want with me?
That cheating's whatever.
Right. The greeting. Ohokali!
Ohokali! Good. You brought your manners with you. When in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before.
You're Wuk Lamat! Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wuk. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head!
I will not. Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, all right?
All right then. Consider it forgotten.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you worked with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But, well, I would like nothing more than to offer my services. I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit. What's with your Hanu friend there?
What do you mean?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair.
My voice doesn't match his at all.
As strange as it may sound, Wuk Lamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
He's very weird.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo.
Uyuipo? I don't know how to say these words.
We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola, or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
You know what? I had a better time using all the French sound and stuff.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then. Let's get moving.
I tried a little bit. Uh-oh. Is this backstabbings? Come on, be backstabbings. We need some conflicts.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihihana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Charmus Brass. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Akan. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. I don't know. I think it's their eyes that like move in different directions. That's kind of unsettling. Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way. Well, you better get used to them, because there's a bunch of those type of Mumblja around. Cave Kikitola as promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own research out here. Or search. I don't know. You can spot raw Abakisha by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything back matching that description to me. We shall help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half and I'll take the east. Where the cave? I see no cave. Upon closer inspection, you find that the glimmer you spied was just light reflecting off the water. Oh, I get to kill something, finally. I even forgot how to use my attacks. Find a chunk of stone glowing a distinct shade of green. This seems like the exact kind of mineral Linuanu was looking for. It's not gonna be much quenching. See, it's already over. It's already over. I only killed one thing. I picked over the ground near the entrance, but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? Yes, this is the Abakisha. Along with Kryle's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you've brought shine very brightly. Thank you both. They're not going to be probably for another stream. Probably not, at least. You would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. He fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was what... I'm getting tired. That was why you agreed to Wuk Lamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes. It hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it, for myself and for my friend. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us. Please, rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall hold a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall. with that, let us return and deliver the Abakisha into Wakavu's waiting hands. Joey, it's not time yet. What do you mean, no? Shush.
What shoes? It's not ready yet, boo-boo. And soon.
Boo-boo, and I'll bring you your food. Do you not like the dizzy mount? Ooh, we can go do a untrain. Untrains are fun. Well, I don't know why it keeps getting the dizzy mount all the time. Thanks to the third promise and our mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Oyupo. What of the Abakisha? Yes, these examples are these are excellent samples, good quality too. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow. But not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. And I'm just giving these people voices. I don't even know. I can't even keep up with the different voices anymore, you guys. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Oyupo's conductivity. And I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Akanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. Ugh. I'm just taking a... I'm not even flying back. Not even flying back. Gathering the Oyupo was a trial in and of itself. At first Wakavu criticized everything I did, and he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself!" and proceeded to slam his head into an Oyupo tree. I told him not to worry about it again. It was like snuffing out a candle. It's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the poles and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. Oh boy. It's just a matter of getting there. I feel like it's so much talking and questing between each time you actually kill anything. It's crazy. Oh my god. Stop it, BB10. Wuk Lamat Friday. Alright. I don't remember these characters. Oh shit. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Speak to Wuk Lamat. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Uh-huh. Over there by the float, isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops. Does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Akanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Kona out. A friend of mine heard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. I didn't start 2 minutes early, stop. Is that so? Perhaps it's good to see another of his innovations firsthand. Yeah, well, hey, sounds like our Kona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed. As soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. Took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. He should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feather sailing for miles. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Ehrenfels twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I'm a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wuk. All that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the floats? Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with this hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh? Who is it? Our beloved Ihihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wuk Lamat, as our guest of honor. Me? Like, come on, Wuk, come on! This boat won't make me seasick, will it? I don't think so. Then weigh anchor! I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Wuk Lamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanuaki, where the sacred likeness of Kishahi is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wuk has finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. No. Wuk, you stay. Moonkin is actually, one of the forms of the druids from World of Warcraft. It's the bird, like caster bird form. As you know, I am not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wukivu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the stride of the sun. And we shall see to clearing it end to end. Wait! That is ironic, considering you're getting bored to death by these... Oh my god. Seriously, BB10. Seriously. Lino Hanu said Kozanuaki should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches. Something about bridges in the stride of the sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kishahihi. What do you mean, why can I not to read? Oh. I drink that. Because I have a lot going on, BB10. I have a lot going on. But if you want me to drink something that I shouldn't be drinking, I do have a bottle of wine in the kitchen that I haven't opened yet. I could crack that bad boy. I have pints all going on. No, that ain't happening. No 5090. You know what? That a 5090 is probably gonna be going for 3K. If I get anything, I'll be getting a 5080, and it's not gonna be anytime soon. So. I'm drinking coffees. Oh my god. $2,000. That's before the scalpers get to it. No, I'm gaming at 2K, 1440p. So I don't think. I mean, sometimes now and again we'll set up the. I'll attach my computer to the TV in the living room that's 4K, but not very often. So. No, it's definitely not. But I do game at 1440p, so. And I think the 5080 will be more than sufficient for that. And then, should be more than sufficient for... But most of the time, I cap my FPS at 60 anyways, so... Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I think I have my 4080, and I don't have any issue with the VRAM. I'm not waiting for a one. Well, how do you even say that? 180. It's, I don't know. 6080 maybe, probably. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is in a year. How supply is and whether I feel like I'd be able to save up for it or not. I'm gonna smack you. Well, I actually had a 3080 and then I upgraded to a 4080 just for Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I'm glad I did because it is, even with the 4090s, it struggles at ports. At parts. Chusbin got my 3080, so. But he cries about it, that he doesn't have a good card. I'm like, are you kidding me? The games he plays. Oh, yeah, at 1080p, you're fine. Me going up to, like I said, me using 2K and then 4K on the TV. But again, what I'm playing on the TV, I always cap it at 60 FPS. And, I always, so that actually helps. Oh, see, I have a 2-monitor system. I have 2 monitors and they're both 2K. But one is my main monitor and the other one is the secondary monitor. I have it vertical because I like I used to do that at work, and then we got 2 new monitors there and you couldn't do it. But I like having my second monitor vertical. It just makes life easier for me. I don't know why. I can scroll easier. I can have more things up on the screen at a time while I'm playing the game or streaming or whatever. So No, he doesn't play Chinese dating games. If you could get used to it, doing a vertical for your second, it does. Chusbin didn't have a lot of room to have 2 horizontal, so we did the second one vertical for him as well. And he didn't like it at first, but now he's a fan. He does play some gachas. Not really much anymore, though. He used to play Honkai Star Rail, and then he got tired of it. What is he playing now? Hockey, and he's screaming at his... He's screaming... Well, he's not right now. But before we started the stream, he was cussing up a storm up there. I mean... He was going at it. I was like, I'm just gonna stay out of his way because... No, no, you guys do not want to see him play hockeys. We'll see. It would be a very big... Most of the stream would be beeped. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishahihi. The Hano deity of the harvest. I was half expecting a flying whale. A whale? Why a whale of all things? Anyway, it's said that Kishaihi here was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Tural by the first Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent. And mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linguado? I want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right. And I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Meanwhile, in Akanu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Meanwhiles.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuk Lamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
Everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you'd like.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating gnats. Lucky for you. Eh.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
No, they are not working together.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes! Yes, we are!
Okay, we made a... Oh. Ugh. Woo! Oh, Jin's back. And asking for gifts. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, one was a garage.
Oh. Because I was in and out of there, and the pine saw popped open and started oozing out, and I had to try and clean up some of it.
Oh. I sensed that I smelled that when I was walking the garage, and I couldn't find what was... something smelled very clean product, and I could not find what it was.
It was the pine saw. Alright. Thank you for coming to our rescue. Tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense. You stood your ground and bought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. I know. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Ohokali. I don't know how to say these. Ohokali. Kali? Is that? Ohokali, I think. I don't know how to say these words. Ohokali. See? I remember. Oh boy. What do you mean? Whatever. There's nothing to look forward to anymore. Great, I gotta try and spell it now, too. I know, but that was last week. Yep. Shit. Oh, Kali! The festival is about to begin? What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. See the dates. So much stuff has been taken from us. Why even try? Oh, Kali! What? The float is fixed! Fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with a celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy this festival for those who no longer can. Here's Popotos in a crate. That's not Popotos. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're seeing, BB10. I see no Popotos. What? I don't see no crates that are open with stuff in it. Where are these Popotos? In here? I don't see none. I think you're just joshing, man. You're just joshing. I don't. Oh. Back itches. Alright. Ugh. Zarihana. Life feels so empty. And I have to capitalize it clearly. Oh, Kali! Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? I don't know. The Hanu were pleased to hear their festival was going ahead, I imagine. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go!
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuk Lamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her! Ready and...
I can get used to this.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozaduaki!
Oh my god. I am dying inside.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Oh good, good, some good music. I love this song.
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Science. Alright, let's go. Should I have left the boat behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by this festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater. But today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
But it's fun.
Well, You always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuk Lamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
So this is what they look like.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn Servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Evil laughter. What do you mean I lied? What do you mean I lied? I did not lie. You're telling tales. Oh, I thought you meant Bakul Jaja and who's the other guy? Gulul Jaja's son. I can't remember his name. Those two aren't working together. Those two are, but yeah. My journey has just started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wuk Evil, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. No, that wasn't. That was his. You are getting things confused. That is his little courier or whatever. His sycophant. They're, what is his name? It's not Gulul. It's Gulul Jaja. And, her brother, who's actually the actual son of Gulul Jaja. And Linuanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana and to help others do the same. Can't help but feel excited thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Bajalium tea. They're not the same! Galul Jaja. Oh, no. Bakul Jaja has 2 heads. The other guy only has 1 head. And he wears feathers or something. I don't know. Where am I going? Yeah, but a bunch of them have 1 head. If their number of heads is the only way you can tell them apart, that's not the only way. Oh my god. Smack you. Look, does that one look the same? BB10 is racist against Mamulja. Yes, you are! You're racist against Mamulja. Oh my gosh. Just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Ukapacha. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well, before we do anything. However, we should see what your opportunistic Pelu friend has to say. Mamulis! Whatever.